Hello, Scorpio. Bonjour, mon ami. Bonsoir. I ignore that noise in the background. This is this is dawn. Bonjour, mon ami. Hello, Scorpio. I will be doing your monthly guidance. I guess I would do the best that I can. Happy birthday to you. I may not be doing other signs, but I figure it's your birthday and Scorpios are so good to me. I think Scorpios have the most monthlies watched on the channel, so why would I not be good to you? Closed mouths don't get fed. High clicks do. So here's what we're gonna do. You just kind of hang out, I suppose, if you'd like. For Scorpio, please. You guys are having a Scorpio sun and a Scorpio moon, ain't ya? That's kind of cute. Again, happy birthday to all my Scorpios and happy belated birthday to all my Scorpios. I hope you're good. We're gonna start with a general, okay? Just a general guidance for you. My water sign, my Scorpio. Just breathe, man. Use this time to breathe. Don't be in such a hurry to get your message. Just chill out. Just sit down. Just breathe. General message for Scorpios, please, for November, please. Bonjour, Scorpio. Why am I... What's with this French? Bonjour, mon ami. Ooh, who's doing this? There's so much in this. La 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 la. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. I look handsome, I look smart. I am a walking work of art. How I love my coat of many colors. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. I look handsome, I look tall. I am a... You know, I feel like this is a month of triumph for you. Which is weird because this is here, and this is here, and then this is here in the way that it is. I am a walking work of art. But this song I'm singing is a very triumphant song after rough times. So perhaps there's been a rough time in a new start, in a new endeavor, in a new opportunity, and a rehashing of something old. Perhaps there's been a letting go of the old and a welcoming of the new attachments. In terms of things that you've been holding on to in your life, or things that have been holding on to you. There is this new sense of belonging or a sense of re-belonging in a certain situation that you've reconciled within yourself or you've reconciled externally. However, with this sense of triumph, it's almost like you're not noticing the sense of triumph. It's almost like you're not noticing the sense of triumph. And this woman here, she's pointing her arrow toward the new that's funky. Why would you point yourself towards a new that's funky if there's a sense of belonging that's being reconciled within yourself? It's either you're not aware of this because you've got your back towards this, because there's all this protection message here. You're doing something, Scorpio. There's something that it feels like there's a good energy around you, but you may be misusing it. You may be focused on something different, something else, as opposed to the thing that you're meant to be suffering. I'm seeing the Five of Cups. Like, this is the Two of Cups, this is the Three of Cups that have fallen. However, I look handsome, I look smart, I am a walking work of art. La 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 la. How I love my coat of many colors. I don't know if you realize that you are blessed, or if you're not acknowledging it because you can't see it. Again, I am a walking work of art. This could be in terms of something that may not have worked out in the way that you wanted it to, in the way that you had hoped it would have. But that thing is coming back around to pay you back, like Joseph in the and his coat, right? It's a musical, but it's a biblical story about this boy who has 12 or 13 brothers or something, and he is sold into slavery after they try to kill him. And every house that it's horrible. He was the favorite son, and the favorite son, the brothers were very jealous of him and his skills. He could see the future. He could dream about the future. He was basically an oracle. He had a rough upbringing, but everywhere he went, he was so loved and favored that no matter how badly things were in terms of what was for him with his family and how he had been sold and separated from his beloved father, and that he still was always sort of rewarded in the way that he was, eventually climbing up to being essentially the second-hand man of Pharaoh of Egypt. Excuse me, and things came back full circle. I'm trying not to read this as a romantic message. If this is a romantic message, this is supposed to be a general message, but if this is a romantic message, there's a romantic relationship that is hard for you. It keeps coming back around, or has come back around, and you do feel a sense of belonging with this person or this romantic situation. You want to go after new love. You want to go after some new phases, or you're hoping that this new reconciliation, this new age of reconciliation between you two is actually new, but it may be tainted by old stuff. It may be tainted by old attachments, old patterns, or you are still attached to this person or this situation for you, with the way things were before with this person. And for some of you, you may be wanting to leave that behind, leave that sense of belonging, leave the need for reconciliation. It may still be in the back of your mind, may still be something that you want, but you're doing your best to cast your arrow towards new love. You're doing your best to cast your arrow towards something different. It's just as you cast your arrow, that arrow is coming from a place of somewhere that's still laced with certain patterns, still laced with certain codependencies. However, it's not so laced. For some of you, it is so laced that it's like you're sort of wanting a new person in order to forget the other, but this person is more or less a pawn. They're a toy. So it's laced heavily and negatively, I would say personally, in that respect. Excuse the dryer going on in the background. I'm in a new location. I hope you can still hear me. If you can't, it's the best I can do right now. If this is bothering you too much, maybe better luck next time. Perhaps someone else has the same message that's for you elsewhere. If you can handle it and you're okay with it, come through, sit down, hop a squat. For others of you who are shooting that arrow out there, again, my readings can be really layered, so you could be all of this. You could be feeling all of this because you're a human being and you're allowed to be fucking complex. You are casting yourself for new love. It's just that you still have, obviously, that attachment to someone else, and you're still actually, if not that, you're bringing certain patterns, certain codependencies, certain even neediness to having a new love. Just be careful of that. If you are going after new love, trying something new with old person, with new person, laced or not as heavily laced, because it is laced still. You may have a sense of neediness about you. So in the month of November, it's seeming like if you do meet someone cool, just take it real slow and really have your boundaries up for yourself, not for the other person if it's a new person, for yourself, to protect yourself, to protect yourself from your old patterns or your neediness or your whatever. It's okay to want someone, it's okay to even need someone, but there's a certain um, flavor of attachment where you've known someone for a day or a week and all of a sudden they owe you your happiness. That's not the good type of need. That's a neediness. They don't owe you your happiness. Um, okay, that needs to be said to some people. You go on one date, he didn't call you back. You know, sorry. Or she didn't, get back to you. I don't know. It's just not the right time for you to enter into any commitments right now, unless this is talking about the past. But even still, I'd say just be kind of, you know, put your defenses up against yourself. Okay, kind of check yourself before you wreck yourself, essentially. If it is someone new, old, coming back, check yourself before you wreck yourself. There is a sense of belonging here. There is a sense of comfort in stepping back to how things were, but you don't want things to be how things were. You want things to be better. So the fact that this new love comes out, this codependency, is it's a bit laced for me. This is not victory, but it said victory in my head. But it's weird. Sorry. But if this is not love, if this is work, you may be hearing from some sort of situation that you thought wasn't working out for you, that you thought had abandoned you, that you thought had left. Or you will be feeling a lot more belonging in your world in a certain aspect. But you may also be kind of doing that thing which we do where something is working out, but then we focus on the things that aren't quite where we want them to be, as opposed to being even more in the moment of gratefulness for the things that are working out, for the things that do feel like we belong. If there is another endeavor that you're reaching out for, if there is another endeavor that you're reaching out for in your life, this is not the time to commit to it. So if it is slow, if it's not working out, if it's laced with some shit, if you're still like, I don't know if I should strike my arrow yet, pause. If your guidance is telling you to pause a little bit, okay? And just make sure that you have your checks, your balances, and you know what you're doing, the details, and you have a tight plan to get into this thing, and maybe not quite yet, not quite now. Just make sure that you've crossed your T's, dotted your I's, and checked all the terms and conditions for what it is that you're doing, because it may not be the right opportunity for you. Yeah. I look handsome, I look smart. Man, what is this song about? I am a walking work of art. How I love my coat of many colors. Da 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 da. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. Whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have been, should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true for looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. Today! The past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you're disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well, and miracles will appear as if by magic, in the perfect timing of spirit. That was me reading this. There's a certain risk that you may have to take, but this now may not be the time for you to take it. That's the general message. Okay. I look handsome, I look smart. This is so annoying. I am a walking work of art. Oh, how I love my coat of many colors. Yeah, it's not now. It's gonna come back around, or it has come back around, but it's still not. It's gonna come back around. Um, or it has come back around. You know your story better than I do. Um, it's come back around, or you're feeling a lot more reconciled within yourself over your sense of belonging, perhaps even an understanding over certain things, and realizing that you do deserve what you deserve. But now there's something about now not being quite the right time. Okay, with this treasure island in reverse, but let's talk about taking a risk. But it's not a story. Sorry, it's in reverse. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is Joseph in the cell, but him. The thing with Joseph is, the thing that caused him harm turned into the thing that paved his path for greatness, massive, massive, massive greatness. So for you, I feel like that's the essence of the message. Something that hurt you, that you were angsty over, is gonna make you feel like a fucking boss. Like a fucking work of art. Like, looking flossy. That's nice. Yeah. Triumphant as fuck. Like, and it's a 6. And this is a 6. I look handsome. I look sharp. Smart. I am a walking work of art. Oh, I love my coat of many colors. You go from this man in the jail cell, like Joseph was, to this fucking badass king on this fucking ass horse, like leading the parade, where the people that once ruined you will be praising you, coming to you for guidance and advice and support. However this sits for you in your world, you let me know. Even here, it's delayed. This is another 6. It's a 9, but it's delayed. It may not be the right time, but yeah, definitely use your guidance, your inner guidance, to navigate the space. If it's a business deal, it may also not quite be the right time, again, like I was saying. What do you want? What do you want me to do? Love or something? All right. If it's not love or work, if it's school or something else in your life, the essence is it may not be the right time for you to do something, or in the past it wasn't the right time for you to do something, and you may still be in a little bit of that season. Something's going to come back around, either in your thoughts, in your being. It might be in your thoughts, a certain type of realization and reconciliation of where you're at, and a sense of belonging within self, or even externally and passion wise. You'll be feeling on top of your game. You'll be feeling like a boss ass bitch, like a boss ass king. Like, you'll be killing it euphorically. So that's awesome. I'm so happy that I did this for you. I hope that this is something that's already taking effect in your world. Can I please have romance guidance for Scorpios that watch this video, please? For my Scorpios, please. Guidance for my Scorpios for November, please. November. Separation. New love in reverse. I think it's unrequited love in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, unrequited love in reverse. Who are you? Honeymoon. Yeah. And who are you? True love. Yeah. Okay, so something may be coming back around. Something even with distance or something. There was like some distance in the previous one, but I don't know why. But here it is. Something may be coming back around in a certain way, but you're not meant to entirely engage with it. It's because something is missing, but also not missing. It's a certain opportunity that's coming your way. It's not what it was, but it's also not entirely clear what it is. You're not meant to engage too deeply. It's not entirely real. Did these cards come out? Yeah, you're not meant to engage too deeply. Wow, come through. That was tough. Because typically I say disengage, don't do it. But I don't feel like you're not meant to disengage entirely. I feel like you're meant to keep it massively light. Really, really light. Because it's not what it was, but it's also not what it could be. It's probably going to stir up certain things in you, whether those things are romance or the antithesis of romance, or the, there's a thin line between romance and fuck you. So it will stir up one or both of those, this thing that's maybe coming about for you in love. How I love my coat of many colors. Let go and it's up to you. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. A year from now. So this could be someone that you've known from a year ago, or someone that you may have crossed paths with a year ago. You have some sort of history with them from a year ago. It may be something that you have tried to move on from or tried to move away from, not successfully though, especially with that codependency showing up before. Can't lie to the romance angels. They see your panties. But it's also something that maybe was quite difficult for you to recover from. You feel like you've had some sort of growth. I am sensing some sort of growth here, Scorpio, at least for some of you. You feel like you have a little bit more understanding about certain things. That's interesting. But there's still that thin line between love and hate. You're still hopeful, I feel like. But at the same time, there is that thin line between love and hate for you. What was the other one? It's up to you. You might be feeling like it's, you might be feeling like it's up to you to, that happens when this is why people are like, I had a comment once, someone said, oh, I hate when people read, or whatever, I hate when people read, oracle cards in reverse. They're not meant to be in reverse like this, right? Like deception or engagement or whatever the fuck. I can't do that. I get it. they were born in the upright, but I can't read them. That like it's gross to me. I try to put this back, but it was, you heard it. That's what happens. I can't even like flip that right now. I can't. People be running their mouths. But anyway, I can't do that. That's not how it works for me here. Some people say, "Oh, I'm not going to do reversals today." I have no choice. I can't not do reversals. That's how it runs here. It has to be reversals. Yeah, does that mean that if the card comes out at 45 degrees, that also means something? Yes, the fuck it does on the loose channel. Yeah, it fucking does. Even if it's like that, or if it's like this, like that shit is how my intuition works. So, yeah, I do reversals and uprights on things that don't make sense, and these weren't born in all these cards weren't born in the upright. I mean, they weren't born with reversals. They were born in the upright. But to me, they tell me something in the reverse. How does this relate to you, Scorpio? Come on down. Sit down. Let's just venting. It's up to you. I feel like you get to decide how things go. I feel like this time that there's been some sort of separation or whatever between you and the situation, you've had some time to reconsider certain things. You've had some time to think things over, and maybe your rose-colored glasses got put back on, but maybe you've also kind of come to terms with the fact that you feel how you feel and that's how you feel, but it's up to you for you to move in a certain direction with this thing. If only they would let me go type stuff sometimes. You may not want to be attracted anymore to this situation. You may no longer want to be attached to the situation in the way that you are, but there you are. You recognize that there are certain feelings that you have, certain emotions that you feel, and they are what you feel. And honestly, shit, it is what it is, you know? At the same time, there may be some, not so much optimism about the outcome of this situation for you, but I feel like, as far as from your perspective, but I feel like here, what it's up to you is saying in a layered message is saying it's not always up to you to make things better unless you were the one who messed up. Truly, not in like a spiritual, oh, I must heal you and apologize to you for something that you did to me, but because I see that I'm a part of your life path, if I apologize to you, maybe, just maybe, it'll help change you. Not like that. In a way that is like, you don't have to do every single thing all the time. Let this person show you, let the situation show you what you mean to it. Not put your big girl panties on, but we've worked hard for recovery and for this mental state, even this spiritual state of yours, this emotional state of yours, for you to recognize that you're at where you're at and you're trying to do your best because you are Scorpio. But it's not always up to you. Let other people show you what you mean to them. And if it means it breaking your heart, let it break your heart wide open, because that's where the light enters to heal you and move you towards where you need to go. That recovery. But then again, you might be pleasantly surprised at how they even step into how much they care for you when you allow them the space to show you what they feel for you and how they feel about you. It can be quite scary to see the truth of the situation, or at least another side of the truth than the one that you've been showing or telling yourself. So it's up to you in terms of, how certain things navigate, but it's also not up to you. You think, like this is a thought of yours, you think it's up to you to make things better, to make things right, to make union, to make things come together. It's not. It's simply not. You need to let go of that. Okay? I look handsome. It's still here. The song is still here. I look sharp. I am a walk. New life. Be gentle with yourself. That new seems to be trying to enter, and Nunu's changed for me, so I don't know what to tell you about that, but it's trying to come in for you, or you are in a new phase. Just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with all of this. It's not always up to you. You're still growing. You're still moving. You're still building. You're still, it doesn't matter. At least it's been 5 years, 10 years, 5 months, 3 weeks. It's still new. You wouldn't force a plant that you just planted to fucking grow in 2 weeks, would you? To be a fucking tree. The shit takes time for that strength. So be gentle with yourself in this situation. That's your guidance here. I look handsome. I look sharp. I am a walking work of art. Oh, I love my coat of many colors. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. In the song, they name all the colors. Fuchsia and pink and I'm stalling. I don't know what to do for you next. I kind of want to go. Money? Okay, we'll do money. Finances. Can we have a financial message for Scorpio for November, please? It's not the right time to make them commitments. Money-wise. That's what that general read was really fucking good for love and money. Girl, get your ass over here, romance angels. Y'all be doing too much sometimes. Sometimes I got a message, Scorpio, from someone. I mean, I hear this a lot. Your energy was scattered. Fucking yes. Have you tried doing this shit? It gets overwhelming as fuck. Sometimes my brain and my being wants out, but I've already pushed the record button and I can't stop. Yeah, it's not safe. It's not the right time for you to, I don't know, but it's not the right time. It may come back around, just like the general message. Come through. I don't need to do nothing more than the generals, and we're all straight. Yes. You may just need to peace out for a little bit. It's not the right time. It may be something that you're still attracted to, but I feel like you need to do some groundwork and be realistic about certain things. I don't know what you're thinking of, but when it comes to finances, money, career, there's something that's not the right time for you to do. It'll come back around for you. Retreat for now. Come back around to it when you have things a lot more grounded. Yes, you may be attracted to it. Yes, it may be something that you're like, ooh, but loose. Pray about it. Right? Pray about it. Ask your guidance for it, but it seems like get a little bit more grounded, and then after getting more grounded and not so airy-fairy in your head about things or in your heart about things or too emotional about things, then you can go ahead and make your way back and see how it's looking like. Then you can come back and make that commitment. But right now it doesn't seem like the commitment is there for you. Y'all got something to say? You've been quiet. I look handsome, I look sharp, I am a walking work of art. The wheel, yeah, it'll come back around. Right now is not the right time. I love when a plan comes together. It's awesome. Wait, you just gotta wait it out, or you may have to walk away. I like this side of the Seven of Pentacles because poor boy, look how he been just waiting for them pentacles. Fucking come through, God. Like, can we just say amen, Lord above? Lord Jesus, thank you so much for being here with us and with Scorpio. I appreciate you. Come through, pentacles and a money fucking reading. Yes. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Let's read that for you in case it has something for you. Oh. I'll read the whole thing. They shade this poor man. The gardener's face is haggard with disappointment. He no longer appears to be waiting patiently or hopefully. He is taking stock of his harvest, and the news is not good. Although some trees do lose their leaves before the fruit is picked, this tree looks quite dead. No more pentacles will be forthcoming. In the misty background, more stark and bark and what? More starkly barren trees can be seen. Yeah. As if to affirm the lack of life in this desolate scene. Oh, that's a rhyme. A skull is seen. Oh, as if to affirm the lack of life in this desolate scene, a skull is seen at the foot of the pentacle tree. I want a pentacle tree. Can you imagine? The Sims had that. It was awesome. A money tree. When you get this side of the reading, this season's harvest is lost, and it's time to move on and try again. But take some time to do a post-mortem on the enterprise before you begin. Using the symbolism of this tree, consider what the soil is like, where water can be found, how much sunshine you can expect. Learn from your mistakes and your next crop will be bountiful. Learn from your mistakes, be more grounded. Look at the soil, look at the details. Just like I was saying in the general read, things aren't quite ready for you to move forward, or something here with that whole cohesive message come through. Thank you for being here with us. Yeah, things aren't quite there, and I hope this message sits where it needs to for you. That's funny. I opened to know and let go. So there may be something that you need to walk away from or retreat for the time being, in order to get grounded and regroup. Peaceful resolution. If you move forward in certain things, and again, this is a general reading, it may not be for you. If your guidance tells you, nah, fuck that, that was for somebody else, then cool. But it seems like there may be a peaceful not so much a peaceful resolution now, but it could also be delayed for the future, which seems like this is a delayed thing, not for right now, because it'd be a peaceful resolution in reverse, but possibly in the future could be a peaceful resolution moving forward, after this retreat circles back around. Anybody else want to talk? No. So we are done. I don't believe there's anything more I can do for you except wish you everything in the world because you deserve it. I wish you everything, and I hope you see yourself as deserving of everything. I wish you the best. If you liked this video, I'd like you to like it. That'd be kind of cute. If you would like to leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you, Scorpio. Tell me what you did for your birthday, how old you're turning, and what your moon sign is, and whatever. If this resonated for you, I'd love to know that, to see where all the pieces fell for you. I'm always curious to see what I'm reading and who it's for. It's always nice to know what that's about. If you'd like a private reading, right now I'm off. I'm supposed to be off. But you can still probably email me and I can get you on the schedule for when I'm back on, because you don't want to, yeah. Other stuff, the rest of the information of whatever you need is in the description box below, and if anything you can email me. Thank you. My nails do look nice and I appreciate you. Have a great one.